day. It's another brand new month. It's another brand new opportunity for us to all meet as one big family and have conversations that are not just meaningful, but conversations that are meant to advance our knowledge and careers to the next level. So if you've not subscribed to the channel, I urge you right now to go subscription button, click it, follow us, share. Let us keep this conversation going on. And if there are friends and family who you wish to invite to be part of this conversation that we'll be having, I urge you to quickly go tell them to come on board, for it is promises to be a Guampy one. All right. So last week, so much happened. Yeah, so much happened because there was supposed to be a wedding at the palace of the Ooni of Ife. Yes, our majestic Naomi was supposed to come back to the palace of the Ooni of Ife, but things didn't really work out as they were supposed to work out. So it ended up that the marriage did not hold anymore. Yeah, the marriage didn't hold anymore. So people kind of things really went south, and yeah, it is what it is. You understand? So now what now happened was that the marriage was supposed to be on Saturday, right? So on Sunday, the Oni actually took a convoy to go and pay Naomi a visit. And when he got there, he now realized that nobody was in the palace. Yeah, nobody at all was in the palace. So rather, the place was actually under lock and key. It was so bad that nobody was even around to attend to the Ooni of Ife when he came. So during investigations, the Ooni actually realized and found out that Naomi is actually in Abuja. Yeah, Naomi actually found her way to Abuja for nothing else but to come and have a conversation with his mentor and spiritual father, who happens to be Pastor Jerry Eze. So yesterday, she was actually seen in church having some meaningful conversations with Pastor Jerry Eze as regards activating the next level. You understand? So in as much as Pastor Jerry Eze does not promote or support divorce, Pastor Jerry was also of the opinion that Naomi needs to really listen very well and hear from God. Yes, Naomi needs to listen and hear from God, because God is the author and finisher of our faith. God is the person that is actually going to help put Naomi through, so that the mistakes that she made before, she's not actually going to make them again. But do not forget that a lot of persons are actually putting blames on Queen Naomi, that she knew before that this man was a monarch, a royalty. So which means there's every tendency that he's going to marry more than one wife. So if Naomi knew now that the Ooni was going to marry more than one wife, why would she now come to be part and parcel of this marital conjunction, and now begins to want to go out because she now feels that things are not working the way they were supposed to work again? So why is it like that? You understand? So that was actually the kind of things that actually brought the issues that I've been having, where people have been putting some blames on Naomi. But now, in another field of thought, some people are also saying that you cannot put all the total blames on Naomi, and that is because that Ooni actually told her, Naomi, that he was not going to marry someone else, that it's not possible for that this was a conversation that they had, though it was a non-written conversation, meaning it was more of a verbal conversation. A verbal conversation now, the verbal agreement is a situation where you and someone will talk and agree that okay, this is what is going to happen. There's actually no law. It is actually not written, but this is more like it's a verbal point of saying this is what is going to happen. But so that was the kind of conversation that Naomi and the Ooni of Ife had, which was verbal. But right about now, things are beginning to change and happen. Naomi is now beginning to feel a little bit uncomfortable. That's why she now opted out. So I find it very funny when a lot of persons come on my DM and want to now begin to attack us that, okay, now if Naomi was my sister, what am I going to do? I am not saying that Naomi didn't do well. But what I'm just trying to say is that culture must be preserved. That this is how the status quo is, and the status quo must remain. Now that it has happened this way, now the whole of last year there have been agitations for her to return, and now finally the return was imminent, and the return was supposed to actually come with a wedding. Everything was set. Everything was set to the teeth, and if you really saw and understood, there were this ending part of June was filled with marriages. There was the one between Davido and Chioma. There was another one between Oja and Okechukwu. And then the other one that was supposed to be between the Ooni of Ife and Queen Naomi. But guess what? It didn't happen again. So it not happening now signifies that Naomi is actually listening. Yeah, Naomi is listening because a lot of people did not see the marriage working as it should. A lot of people saw things differently, saw things from different perspectives. But Naomi, as a matter of fact, really, really wanted to go back to the marriage. She really wanted to go back to the marriage. But when they now gave all the reasons that will make her not to go back to the marriage, she now had to hold her peace. So that is why at this juncture, people are beginning to see things from a different point of view. People are beginning to see things differently. People are beginning to see things that are, if this marriage is not as you think, there's more to this marriage. Now, what beats my imagination is the fact that all the other wives are beginning to build a mountain mold out of this. They are actually beginning to build a very serious mountain mold out of this, making it look as if that it is actually a issue. No, it's not supposed to be like that. It's not supposed to be like that because some people have even made up their minds to say that that is instead when Naomi will come back to that palace, carcass will flow everywhere. Now I begin to now think that why would carcass want to flow everywhere when, as a matter of fact, things are not supposed to be that way. Everybody is supposed to have a fair share of what is happening at the palace. Okay, now take for instance, now she left Ile-Ife and came to Abuja, and she was actually kept in Transcorp, which is actually one of the most classical places in Abuja when one could stay. The security there is top notch, and everything there, their food is everything is a place you're going to like and enjoy. So you now begin to get the picture that people are actually looking at this thing from different angles and different perspectives. Now, Pastor Jerry actually spent quality time with her yesterday, trying to advise her, trying to put her through, trying to make her see reasons, trying to make her understand the place of God in her life. Because the Bible says, I know the thoughts I think towards you, thoughts of good and not of evil, to bring you to an expected end. For eyes have not seen, for ears have not heard, neither has it gotten into the imagination of men what God is going to do in the life of Naomi. Naomi is a blessed child. And once one is a blessed child, there's nothing anybody can do to bring it down. They have tried, they have fought, they have done everything they want to do humanly possible. They have ganged up against her. But guess what? He said, many are the afflictions of the righteous, but God delivered them from them all. Meaning God is actually going to continue to deliver Naomi. Thank you so much, my 11K followers. Thank you for viewing. So it is really, really awesome that in times like this, when situations are becoming so difficult, Naomi still has where to run to for succor and for help. Now, some people are now saying that, okay, that in due course, all those issues they talk about are going to be fixed, which means there's the tendency of Naomi coming back to the palace is there. The tendency of her to come back. A lot of persons say she can't come back because nobody leaves the palace and come back. Somebody now said that what of Ashley that left the palace, went to have a child and come back to the palace. So I begin to imagine now, wow, is only that liberal, as in where somebody can just come, go. But the beautiful thing about it is, even when Naomi left the palace, for once, nobody ever tied her to anybody. Yes, she was never tied to anybody that, okay, see, this person is now the person Naomi is seeing or stuff like that. Naomi does not have that kind of time. Naomi has been so focused. Focus and heaven is the goal. Yes. Naomi is just focused on making it happen the way it's supposed to happen. So no matter the people that try to cajole her, that try to pull her down, the kind of pull down syndrome that is in that palace, my brother, you cannot survive it. But in all, Naomi is still outstanding, and Naomi will continue to survive. And as she survives this, everything will work in place and make things to work as it should. All right, people, this is a story I said let me bring to you, that yesterday, as Naomi was not found in Ile-Ife, where she was supposed to be doing church, she was actually here with Pastor Jerry Eze to activate the next level that can help settle this brouhaha that is plowing the palace in this moment. All right, so we'll be taking a break here. Make sure you have a wonderful, wonderful, fun-filled month, and God will continue to bless us all. Thank you, and bye-bye.